My name is Sunday Bada. I am here again to teach you guys how to use SQL. This is part 2 of my SQL video. Before we begin, let's go and look at the data we want to use to analyze this. This is salary data. Salary data has salary. And if you look at there, you will see that we have this one. I want you to note this. Saheed Adegoke, staff ID 101003. You see, it's earning 550,000. Now, let's go. This is salary data. Let's go to the employee data. You will discover that Saheed Adegoke is missing here, which means that we don't have data for Saheed Balogun here. If you look at here, 101001, 1002, 1004, 1003 is missing here, which is for Saheed Adegoke. What we have under the employee data is joining date, age, and date of birth. That's the different, three difference that make it different from the salary data here. Now, let's begin. Let's go back to our SQL to begin our analysis. The first thing that we need to do, let's select the data we want to use. Select the asterisk. This, it means that select all. Let's bring it down. From where are we selecting it from? I want to select salary underscore data. Now let me bold it so that we can see it clearly. Okay. Now if you want to run your report, you will click this sign and press Ctrl Enter, or you come here and click here to execute your query. Now it will give us all the data. Now the first query or the first topic I want us to run is where and regex. Now type where first name. You can just press tab so it will pick up the name. Type the regex. Let me type that one in a capital letter. Regex, put P and put this sign, double dots, this symbol, X. This symbol that type here, it means that I want this command to bring out all the name, first name under the column first name. I want you to bring all the name that starts with X. Now let me run it. You see that Sunday, Saheed, Samson, Samuel, it bring out all the name. Now if I say, okay, I want you to bring out all the name that start with X and D. Put this symbol like a one vertical symbol and what? And D, and run your report. You can press Ctrl Enter or press this one. It will bring out all the first name that start with X, XX. Daniel start with first name. Now the next thing I want us to do is that, for example, if I want to run all the name that end with N, now just type the N. When you type the N and type the dollar sign, when you type the dollar sign, it means that all the name that end with N under the first name column. Now let's execute this. Let me press Ctrl Enter. You will see that Samson, it end with N. Oluwatosin end with N. Now we are through with this first topic. Now the next topic we are going to treat now is if statements. Before we begin, let's select a particular three column that I need. I only need the column of first name, last name, and the salary. I need these three. You just select only that three. Now type it. First name, just press tab, comma, last name, press tab, press comma again, and select salary, press tab again. Now I like the three of it to run this query, this particular query first. Click on it. You see that it has selected the three columns that I want. Now the next thing we are going to begin now is to type our if statement. Our if statement, we are not going to type it after the from. After you select the table, you will type your if statement in between the select and from. Now let me press comma. Now let me type my if. Let me use. Now if salary is less than or equals to 350,000, press comma. If it is true, this command I'm giving, if this statement is true that is less than 350,000, then give me, label it low. Label it low. Anybody that's any 350,000, label it low. I didn't close this one. Press double dot to close this one as well. Comma again. If not, if not, then give me, it means that the person is earning higher salary. Label the person as higher salary. If the person's salary is less than 300, equals to 350,000, label that such row low. And if it is not, label it high. Close the brackets. And now let's run the query. Click execute. Now you will see that it has run it. 450, anybody any more than 450, because it's not less than, it means that I. The one that is low is what? 350. It means that anybody that is any equals to 350 or less than 350 is low salary. 185 low salary. 400 and something low salary. You see that 295,000 low salary. If you look at the heading, I don't like it the way it is rough. It look rough. Now I can change the header. I can say as, let's call it salary level underscore level. Salary level. Now let's run it again. You see that it has changed the header as salary underscore level. This is the level of the people's salary. The next one we are going to treat now is case statements. Case statements. Let's go down, paste it here. Let me clean this one up. The if statement, we are through with you. Now, if I want to run this 3 column, you need to remove this comma first. And I like this one. Let me first run this one. Now it has given me first name, last name, and salary. The next thing we are going to do is that like I said earlier on for if statement, that you need to type your query in between select and from. Don't start from under from after you selected your table. Now let's type case. Press enter. Confront a little bit. Type when salary is less than or equals to the symbol of this symbol like this with your left hand. It means that less than double dot 350,000. Close with double dot again. If it is less than or equals to 350,000, then label it what? Low, as low salary. It means that the person is earning low salary. Type another one. When salary between, now we are going to use between here now. When salary between let me start from 350,000 double dot 001. It means that from 1 above 350,000, and between 350,000 and 1 and 450,000. I didn't close this 3. Now I didn't close. Okay, I've closed that one. And 450,000. 1, 2, 3. Then give me what? Then give me, if the salary fall between the 350,000 and 1 and 450, then give me median. It means that the person are in between. They are still earning a little bit. The final one, when salary is greater than, we are going to use greater than now. We are stopped at 450. It means that greater than 450,000. Double dot 450,000. Let me close the with, then give me what? Give me I. It means that the person is earning I. After that, press enter again. Come here, end your query with end. When you end it like that, now let's highlight it. Let's run that query. Let me bring this one down so that we can see what I'm typing. Let me run it. Now let me run the query. Let me run it now and click here. When you click here, you see that it has given us our results. Let me bring this one up. Let me raise it up. You see that it has given us what? Our results. Like this column, the last one that is giving median. If you look at the 450, is in between. Yes, if you look at 450,000, it's between 350 and is median. Between 350,001 and 450 median. High. But the name of this column, I don't like it. We can change the name of this column because the way it is, all the formula, it just label it here. Now let's come to the end. You come to this and you say as, we can call it salary underscore level, because you can't put space if you want to label the name of your column under the SQL. You can't put. Now let's rerun it again. You see that it's perfect now. It look clean and attractive. Salary underscore level, low. Anybody that is earning between 350,000, less than 350, less than is low. High, above 450,000, 465 high, 295,000 is low. The next topic we are going to treat now is join statements. Join statements. Now I have selected this one. Select all. From which table? Salary table. You all know that we have two tables, isn't it? Salary table and employee table. The one I showed you before we start this training. Now I want to combine this table together. What is common between them for me to be able to join the two tables? It's their staff ID. I will use their staff ID to join the two together. Now the next thing I'm going to do is that this salary data, I'm going to label it. Instead of writing the whole salary underscore data, I'm going to short it with a simple name as SD instead of salary data, typing it in full. Now I will now type inner join with which one? Inner join with employee. You know, that's our second table. Employee underscore, that's our second table. Now I'm going to label this one as what? As ED as well, as a short, instead of writing the name in full. Now I will now type on I will type SD. What is short form for salary data table? Is SD, isn't it? Dot staff underscore ID. It means that the staff ID under the table of salary data equals to what? ED. What is short form for employee ID? Is ED. Dot from where? The staff under the table. Pick that one as well. Now put this symbol to run your report. Now let's run this report. You see, it gives us all the table. You will see that it has combined the two tables together with this query that we just wrote now. This where is top, this salary is what? Is salary data. And this one that start from staff ID down here to DOB, date of birth, is what? Employee data. That is why I combine them. Before we start, I notice something that under the employee ID, I said that there is one staff. The name is not what? Is not showing. We don't have data for what? For Saheed Adegoke. Remember, Saheed Adegoke. If we look at this, you will see that, let me say left join. This is they are combined. They are common because the three, we don't have data for employee ID 1003. That's why I didn't combine it, because they are not common. This one is their common inner join. It means that what is common between the two, like a set in mathematics that we used to do, that we have a common X, look for X, the person that did mathematics and English language, that's common. It means that I use the common staff ID to combine these two tables together. Now if I want to say from left, combining from left join. We have what is called left join. Now let me run this. It means that it's running from which one is left. The salary data starts from left, while the employee data starts from right. It means that it selected the salary data from what? From left side, because that's what we first pick from salary data as SD. It means that under the staff salary data, we have Saheed Balogun, which is staff ID starts from 101003. That's why it puts everything out. But under the employee data, we don't have any data for Saheed Balogun, because that's why it just was it bring it out. It means that he pulled the data out from salary data regardless whether the employee data has anybody bearing Saheed Balogun. That's why it put it blank. Now if I want to say right join, it will base on the what, which is what, employee data. Employee data, it does not have any data for Saheed Balogun, which is star 1003. Let me run it. You see that it means it is based on the right, from right this side, because employee data is at the right while the salary data is at the left. It means that based on the right, that's why I pull out the information that match up with the left data. Since we don't have any data for Saheed Balogun at the right, that's why I didn't include it from the left side salary data. That is it. And the next thing I'm going to do now is that we are going to select. Now if I want to select now, say first name, comma, last name, press tab, comma, and select salary, tab. Now you will discover that the system SQL will be confused, because the first name you ask me to select, is it from salary data or is from employee data? So that it will not be confused, let's put the salary data under the first name. I want you to pick from the salary data. What is our short form for salary data? Is SD. Just press SD dot and come to the last name as well, SD dot, and the salary under, where did we have salary? We have salary under the salary data. We don't have it under the employee ID. It means that we are going to pick SD. The reason why I'm doing this is that I want to select a specific column. I don't want to select all the information here. Now I've selected this one. The next thing, I can just concatenate that. Okay, concatenate. I can say select from the employee ID first name for this one, comma, space, comma, last name. I'll select ED to select it from employee ID, the last name there. Now we are good to go. Now let me run this one as well again. When you run this one, it will select only what I asked it to select. Select only what? First name, last name, salary. After that, and now ask that it should combine from the employee ID the first name and the last name together with the space in between them as a delimiter. As delimiter, this is it. But the header for the column, I don't like it. I can change the header. Call it as, I can call it as full name. You don't need to put space when you are typing the name of a column under the SQL. You need to put underscore, first name underscore name. Now we can run it again. See that the full name, that is it. That's all. I remain Sunday Bada. Kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. Bye.